Molweni bafundi. Molweni. In the previous lesson, we read about how Ndimeni went off to East London to go and look for a job, which he eventually found. And now we take up the story again back at home in Ndopho and see what Ndopho has been up to. So here we read, Konwakiwe Ndopho, there is rejoicing, celebration. Ndopho in Ndopho, because Ndopho and company babuyile, they have returned from eGauteng, Johannesburg. Okay, and so kwenziwa isifiko, and so a welcoming party was arranged. Oko waya eGauteng, ever since he left for Johannesburg, or ever since he had left or been away in Johannesburg, Ndopho akazange abhalele kowabo. Ndopho had never written to those kowabo at his home. Kwaye, and in addition, akazange athumele nesenti. He had never even sent home a cent, which was the main reason why these young fellows went off to work. They were supposed to send money home. Into awayenza ukufika kwakhe, what he did ukufika upon his arrival was to give unojaji irandi ezingamakhulu amathathu. You will remember Ndimeni's wage in the previous lesson, 100 Rand a week. Here he gives Nojaji 300 Rand. Zange azinike uyise, and he gave nothing to his father. Umzali wabuza, Menzile asked Ndopho ukuba iphi imali, asked where was the money azenayo that he had brought with him emsebenzini, from work. Impendulo kaNdopho, Ndopho's reply was, Hayi khehle, no, old man. Imali yam, my money, ibiwe, it was stolen, ndilele, while I was asleep. Nangona, although Menzile wayefuna, wanted to ukumngxolisa, to scold him. This is now in Ndopho about this business, in fact, of not having brought any money, but nangalento, and also because of calling him kehle, which is a derogatory term for old man. Wamnqanda. Nqanda is to stop or prevent. No Jaji stopped him. She said, Ndopho unyanisile. Ndopho unyanisile was right. Kuba, because eGauteng, in Johannesburg, maninzi amasela, there are many thieves. However, phofuke, that the inyaniso, the truth, was that yayikukuba, that imali yakhe, his money, wadlala, should be wadlala ngayo, literally wadlala ngayo, he had played with it or wasted it. And eshiyekileyo, and the remainder, wayihola. Hola is to take out of your pocket. He had taken it out of his pocket. In other words, he had paid it towards the ama lungiselelo, the preparations for that isifiko, that welcoming party, sabo, of theirs. Kwisifiko samakhwenkwe, or rather kwisifiko, at the welcoming party, amakhwenkwe, the boys, were aye malunga namashumi amabini. The boys were approximately 20, 210s in number. So we are learning to count here. We had ikulu, amakulu, 100 and hundreds. Now we have ishumi, amashumi, tens. There were approximately 20 in number. Kwaye aye nxibe, and they wore isinxibo sentombi, female clothing. Ezintloko, and on their heads they wore izankwane, they wore balaclavas. Awayezithengelwe zezo ntombi, which had been bought for them, zezo ntombi, by those girls, ngemali, with money, ebiwe emakhaya, which had been stolen from their homes. Ngokuhlwa, that evening then, bemka abazali, the parents left, ba shia, leaving, shia as to leave behind, leaving behind amakhwenkwe nentombi, the boys and girls. Kwaqhutywa itheko, and iteko is a party, and the party continued ubusuku, during the night, during the whole night of balomgqibelo, of that Saturday. Kwakukho namakhwenkwe, there were boys present from ezi lali, from these rural villages, Ngwenya, Khegu, and Mbizana. Kusasa, in the morning, ngosuku olulandelayo, the following day, yaba ngumdlalo wentonga, a mock stick fight took place. Umdlalo, a game literally, intonga, sticks. Kwacaca msinya, it was soon clear. It was, msinya has to be something to happen quickly. Caca, clear. Kwacaca msinya, it was soon clear, ukuba, that aza kubulalana, that they were going to bulala, kill one another, lamakhwenkwe, these boys, because kuba ngendlela engaziwa, in an unknown or strange manner, ahlulelana kubini, they hlulelana, they divided into bini, two separate groups. Kwelinye icala, on the one side, yaba ngawase Njwaxa nawase Mbizana. On the one side it was the boys from Njwaxa and Mbizana, and Kwelinye, and on the other were those from Ngwenya. Dibana ke, and so they clashed. Baleka awase Khegu nawa kwa Ngwenya. Sorry, there should also have been a Khegu group included here. Anyway, the Khegu and Ngwenya boys fled. Ngelishwa, unfortunately, enye yawa, one of them fell. Yabetwa, and he was struck or hit, ngenduku, with a stick, entloko, on his head. Yafa, and he died, ngoko nangoko, there and then. Isiphumo, the consequence or result, salomlo, of that fight, saba kukubanjwa, was the ukubanjwa, the arrest Bamba, to arrest, banjwa, to be arrested. Kwawo onke lo makhwenkwe was the arrest of all those boys. And inkwenkwe nganye, each boy, yanikwa, was given inyanga ezintathu, 3 months, entolongweni, in jail, okanye o iranti ezingamashumi amahlanu, a 50 rand fine, ha, only. Kamsinya, quickly, in a flash, abazali bazikhola, there we have the word khola again. The parents took out or paid the imali, the monies, towards the ukukhulula, the setting free or the release of lo ma chivela, those young vagabonds or scoundrels. Nangona, even though Ndopho wayengezanga namali, had not brought any money eGauteng from Johannesburg, yaba nguye, it was he, o wa kuchwa, who was released or set free kuqala, first. Good, so we now leave the story there, and in Isahluko 5 to come, chapter 5, we will return to Ndimeni. Enkosi kakhulu bafundi, sobonana ke.